Sure, sitting, it's really the preferred state, isn't it? I mean, given the choice, standing or sitting, you're gonna take sitting. He gestures vaguely at his own legs. The man in the front row, George Costanza, shifts uncomfortably in his seat. He looks pained. Jerry, and the thing is, right now, I'm standing. It's called stand up. He pauses as if waiting for a laugh that doesn't come. He doesn't seem to care. What is standing really? It's just delayed sitting. You're just waiting to sit again. You're in a queue for a sitting event. That's your whole day. A series of queues for sitting events. Jerry, anyway, that's all I had on that. To your comedy club backstage. George, your performance, that thing you did on stage. Jerry, I was talking. George, yes, you were talking. And now you're sitting. Jerry, I am sitting. George, but you were just talking about how good sitting is while you were standing. Jerry, yes, that was the situation. George, and now the situation has changed. Jerry, it has. Now I'm back here and I'm sitting. A long, silent beat. George slowly sits down on the couch opposite Jerry. George, I'm also sitting now. Jerry, I see that. You were standing. Now you're sitting. George, yes, I was standing because I was agitated. Now I'm sitting because I am less agitated. Still agitated, but sitting. Jerry, sitting can help with that. George, help with what? Jerry, with agitation. George, so you're saying my agitation level has decreased because I'm sitting? Jerry, that's a possibility. They sit in silence for a moment, just looking at each other. George, this chair is not very comfortable. Jerry, no, it's a folding chair. They're not known for comfort. George, but it's still better than standing. Jerry, so earlier I was talking about sitting and now I'm back. I'm standing again. A man in the back sighs audibly. Jerry, it's the same circumstance, standing on a stage, but now it's later. The clock has moved forward. Time has passed. He glances at George. Jerry, my friend George is here. He's sitting. He was sitting backstage, now he's sitting here. It's a different chair, but the same activity, sitting. Jerry, I was sitting backstage too in a folding chair. It was not a great chair, but it was a chair. And then I had to get up, come out here to stand. He gestures to his own legs. So I got up, which is the process of going from sitting to standing. It involves using your legs. They straighten, and then you're there. You're standing. He stops talking and just stands for a moment, as if demonstrating. Jerry, and that's what I did. I got up from the chair, walked through a doorway, and now I'm here standing. Jerry, anyway, I don't have anything else to talk about. He picks up the microphone and puts it back in the stand. Interior Comedy Club backstage a minute later. Jerry walks in. George is already there, having hurried back. He is standing. George, you're standing now? Jerry, I am. I just walked in. I haven't sat down yet. George, I'm also standing. Jerry, I see that. You were sitting in the club, then you got up. Now you're standing here. George, that's correct. They both stand there, not moving. Jerry, so we're both standing? George, yes. Jerry, we could sit. George, we could. Neither of them makes a move to sit. They just stand in the middle of the room. Jerry, but we're not sitting. George, no, we are continuing to stand. Interior Monk's Cafe. Elaine, so how did the show go last night? I did a bit about sitting. I was standing because it was stand-up. Now we're sitting. Jerry, yes, we were standing outside. Then we came in, and now we're sitting. Elaine, I'm sitting too. Jerry, you are. You got here first. You were already sitting when we arrived. George, we're all sitting now. 3 people sitting. George, Jerry thinks sitting is better than standing. Elaine, so what you're telling me is the big revelation is that chairs are for sitting? Jerry, that's the primary function, yes. Jerry, Elaine, you're getting agitated. Elaine, yes, I am agitated, and I am sitting. They're not mutually exclusive. George, she has a point. Elaine, this booth is uncomfortable. My back is against this hard wood, but I'm still sitting. Waitress, can I get you anything else? Jerry, no, I think we're fine. George, she's standing. Jerry, yes, she's working. She has to stand. Elaine, I'm going to get up. She starts sliding out of the booth. Jerry, now you're transitioning from sitting to standing. Elaine, okay, I am standing. Jerry, yes, you are sitting now. You're standing. Kramer, what's your plan now? Where does this stand take you? Elaine, I'm going to go to the bathroom, which will involve walking. Elaine, yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. She walks away. Kramer, she's walking now. Elaine, okay, I'm back. Jerry, and now you've returned to the booth sit. George, within that, there's the issue of the booth's curvature. Waitress, more coffee? Jerry, yes, please. Elaine, it's interesting, isn't it? We're sitting and she's standing. Kramer, I've got to go. I'm meeting Bob Sacramento about a standing desk. Jerry, a standing desk? Elaine, but why would you choose to stand when you could sit? Kramer, you're engaging the core. Jerry, my core is perfectly engaged in this booth. It's engaged in the act of sitting. Kramer leaves. Elaine, so we're sitting here at Monk's Cafe. Elaine, I like sitting. Jerry nodding. It's good. George, it is. You're off your feet. Elaine, that's the main thing. Your feet get a rest. Jerry, they do. They're not involved. They're just down there. Jerry, standing, you're always poised. Sitting, you're just in the thing. Exactly. Standing is temporary. Sitting is more permanent. Elaine, not always permanent, but it feels more settled. Jerry, it's a settled feeling. The waitress walks by. George, she's standing. Elaine, I wouldn't want a job where you have to stand. Waitress brings Jerry a turkey sandwich on a plate. Waitress, here you go. The waitress leaves. Jerry looks at the sandwich. George, okay, you looking at the sandwich? Jerry, I am looking at the sandwich. George, now you're going to pick it up. Jerry reaches for the sandwich. He picks it up. Jerry, I'm picking it up. George, you're holding it. Now you're going to bring it towards your face. Jerry brings the sandwich to his mouth. Elaine, you have to open your mouth first. Jerry opens his mouth. Jerry opening my mouth. He takes the bite. Kramer is counting the chews. George, the initial bite was medium sized, not too big, not too small. Elaine, he's got a whole sandwich to get through. Kramer, you chewed 12 times. Jerry, 12. It felt like 10. Kramer, it was 12. I counted. You had a piece of celery in there. George, now you're going to take a second bite, but first, you'll probably adjust your grip. Jerry looks at the sandwich. Jerry adjusting the grip. Elaine, before the next bite, you should use your napkin. George, this bite is bigger than the first one. Jerry, mouthful. I'm familiar with the sandwich now. Jerry, 9 chews. Elaine, you're going to take a sip of water now. George, this is it. This is a reset. Jerry resetting the palate. Kramer, now he will place the glass back down, but not in the exact same spot. It will be a quarter inch to the left. George, a quarter inch to the left. He's claiming new territory on the table. Elaine, it's a more ergonomic position for the next sip. The arm doesn't have to retract this far. Jerry looking at his sandwich. I have approximately 4 more bites left. 4 of them are just sitting. Jerry's sandwich plate is empty. He stares at the table. Jerry, I'm bored. George turns his head slowly to look at Jerry. George, you're stating that you are experiencing a state of boredom. Jerry, yes, that's what's happening. Elaine, it's because we're just sitting. We're not doing anything. Sitting without an activity can lead to boredom. George, so your plan is to continue sitting and continue to be bored? Jerry, that appears to be the plan. Elaine, I'm also bored. George, so now we have 2 people who are bored, who are sitting next to each other, and 2 people who are... What are you, Kramer? Kramer, I am observing. I'm not bored. I'm fascinated by the boredom. A few more seconds of silence pass. Jerry, the boredom is increasing. Kramer, he's right. The boredom has achieved a critical mass. It's now a group activity, group boredom. George, so what's the next step? Do we sit here until the boredom becomes unbearable, forcing a change? Or do we preemptively change our circumstance to avoid the peak boredom? Jerry, I think we wait. I'm too bored to make a decision. Elaine, agreed. The energy required to get up is greater than the discomfort of the boredom. They sit for another full minute, not speaking. Jerry sighs heavily. Jerry, okay, this is really boredom. George, the boredom has reached a new level. We've moved from simple boredom to profound boredom. Elaine, should we do something? Jerry, like what? Elaine, I don't know, talk about something else. The 4 of them sit in the boredom stalemate for another 30 seconds. The only sound is the distant clatter of dishes. Elaine, my foot is falling asleep. Jerry, which foot? Elaine, it's the left one. It's that pins and needles feeling. Kramer, that's the circulation being cut off. Elaine, I'm going to have to move it. George, now you're engaging in a corrective action to restore circulation. This is an activity. The boredom level may decrease. Jerry, I don't think it counts as a real activity. It's a maintenance activity, like blinking. Kramer, he's right. It's an autonomic response to discomfort. The waitress comes over. Can I get you anything else? More coffee? Jerry, I think we're done. George, the meal is concluding. Waitress, just the check then? Elaine, yes, the check. The waitress leaves. Jerry, okay, the check is coming. George, the payment phase. That will involve getting out our wallets. Kramer, but then what after the payment? Elaine, then we'll have to get up. George, it's inevitable, but it feels so far away. Jerry, I'm not ready. George, maybe we could order 1 more coffee to postpone the inevitable. Jerry, but that's just delaying the same outcome. We're already bored now. Adding more coffee just means we'll be bored and caffeinated. The waitress arrives with the check. George, it's here. The check has arrived. Jerry, it's sitting there on the table. Elaine, someone has to pick it up. Kramer, I'm not touching it. I was just a spectator. I didn't even order anything. Jerry, George, you're closest. George, I'm not closest. You are. It's equidistant. Jerry's apartment later. Jerry sighs. All right, we're back. George, yeah, we're back. A long, comfortable silence hangs in the room. Jerry, I like sitting. George, I like sitting too. Elaine, it's good after you've been walking or standing. Kramer, it's the best. You just stop and then you sit. George, that booth had that vinyl that sticks to your pants. Elaine, my apartment chair is good, but this is a group sit. Kramer, group sits are different. You're sharing the sitting experience, but you're still doing your own sit. George, I wish you could skip the standing and walking parts of life and just go from one sit directly to the next sit. Elaine, like a sitting teleportation. Kramer, I'm sitting on the floor. George, I'm sitting in the chair. Interior Jerry's apartment later. George, I'm still sitting in the chair. Jerry, I can see that. Elaine, I'm sitting on the couch. Kramer, I'm sitting on the floor. Jerry, I'm also sitting on the couch, but on the other end. Kramer, my sit is a floor-based sit. Elaine looks down at her feet. Elaine, I took my shoes off. Kramer, it allows for greater foot expansion. Jerry, so we're all just sitting. Interior Jerry's apartment later. Four are frozen in place. Full minute of dead air passes. George, my elbow is on the armrest. Jerry, yes, I see the elbow is on the armrest. Elaine, my elbow is also on an armrest, the couch armrest. Kramer, I don't have an armrest. I'm on the floor. Elaine, I'm blinking now. She blinked several times. Slowly, Jerry, I saw that. You blinked. George, I blinked a moment ago, but no one was talking about it. Kramer, the blink rate is increasing. We're all blinking more now that it's been mentioned. They all sit, consciously blinking for a moment. Jerry, I'm breathing in. He takes an audible breath. George, now you'll breathe out. Jerry breathes out. Jerry, I did. Elaine, I'm also breathing. It's an in and out pattern. Kramer, we're all doing the breathing. George, the tip of my tongue is touching the back of my front teeth. Jerry, is it still doing that? George, no. Now it's on the roof of my mouth. Kramer, my tongue is just in the middle, floating. Elaine, I'm not thinking about my tongue. Painfully long silence. Jerry, I'm about to swallow. They all watch Jerry's Adam's apple as he swallows. George, you swallowed? Jerry, yes. Elaine, I might swallow soon. I can feel it coming. They wait. Elaine doesn't swallow. Kramer, it was a false alarm. George, my left butt cheek has more pressure on it than my right butt cheek. Jerry, are you going to shift? George, not yet. I'm monitoring the situation. Jerry, the air is touching my face. Elaine, the air is touching everyone's face. That's what air does. George, I'm aware of my socks inside my shoes. They look at George's feet. Jerry, we can't see your socks. They're inside your shoes. George, but I'm aware of them. Interior Jerry's apartment later. George, the fabric of my shirt is touching my back. Jerry, that's how shirts work. Elaine, I'm becoming aware of my own heartbeat. Kramer, my big toe is making contact with the inside of my shoe. Just the one toe, the left big toe. George, is it a full contact or a partial contact? Kramer, it's a grazing contact. A brush. A long pause. Jerry, I'm thinking about breathing again. Now I have to do it manually. George, you're manual now. We're all automatic. You've gone manual. Elaine, now I'm thinking about it. I think I'm switching to manual. Kramer, don't look at me. I'm still automatic. George, I'm trying to say automatic, but it's getting harder. The more we talk about it, the more manual it becomes. They all sit now painfully aware of their own breathing. Jerry, this is terrible. Elaine, we were just sitting. Now we're sitting and thinking about sitting and breathing. The manual breathing continues for another 30 seconds. George, the light in this room is on. Jerry, yes, it is on. Elaine, it's providing illumination. Kramer, it's an electric light, incandescent bulb, probably 60 watts. George, now I'm aware of my eyelids. When I blink, I can feel them. The upper lid and the lower lid, they meet. Jerry, they do meet. It's a full closure, then they open again. Elaine, I'm not blinking for a moment. George, she's not blinking. Jerry, it's been several seconds. Elaine, I had to blink. The urge became too strong. Jerry, it's an involuntary reflex. You can only override it for so long. George, like breathing. We're back to breathing. The silence is absolute. George's stomach gurgles. George, that was my stomach. Jerry, I heard it. Elaine, it was an internal sound, but it became external. George, it's because I'm digesting. The body is working. Jerry, my body is also digesting, but silently. Elaine, I can hear the clock ticking. Kramer, tick, then talk. It's a repeating pattern. Jerry, the second hand is moving. It's a circular motion. George, it's moving from the 12 to the 1 to the 2. They watch the second hand complete a full revolution in silence. Elaine, a minute has passed. Kramer, approximately, depending on the clock's accuracy. Jerry, my nose itches. George, are you trying to scratch it? Jerry, not yet. I'm assessing the itch. It's located in the left nostril. Elaine, if you scratch it, the itch will likely go away. Jerry, temporarily, or it might return. George, you blinked again. Jerry, I'm aware. Elaine, I need to swallow again. For real this time. She swallows. The sound is audible in the quiet room. George, that was a more substantial swallow than the last one. Kramer, more saliva was involved. A deeper laryngeal movement. The silence stretches for another 45 seconds. Jerry, there's a small crack in the plaster above the bookshelf. George, I see it. It's a vertical crack. George, my right foot is now completely asleep. You're breathing through your nose, George. George, it's a nasal passage thing. The silence is broken by George shifting his weight an eighth of an inch. George, I shifted. Jerry, irritated. We all felt it. It was a micro shift. Was it necessary? George, the pressure on my left ischial tuberosity was becoming asymmetrical. Elaine, you've now altered the entire dynamic of the chair. Kramer, it's like you've never sat before. Jerry stands up from the couch. Jerry, I am standing now. George stands up. I am also standing now. Elaine stands up. Elaine, now I am standing up. Kramer stands up. Kramer, I am standing up too. Jerry, we are all standing now. George, yes, we were sitting. Now we are standing. Elaine, the sitting part is over. Jerry, I am walking to the door. George, I am walking behind Jerry. Elaine, I am walking behind George. Jerry, I am opening the door. They walk out into the hallway. George, we are in the hallway now. Elaine, it is a longer space than the apartment. Kramer, we are continuing to walk. Jerry, I am pressing the elevator button. 4 of them exit the apartment building. Jerry, we are outside now. George, yes. We have moved from inside to outside. Elaine, the air is different out here. Kramer, it is outside air. Jerry starts walking down the sidewalk. Jerry, I am walking on the sidewalk. George begins walking beside him. George, I am also walking on the sidewalk. Elaine, we are walking behind you. Kramer, we are forming a walking group. Jerry, the sidewalk is made of concrete. George, it is a hard surface for walking. Elaine, my shoes are making contact with the concrete. Kramer, there is a crack in the sidewalk up ahead. They reach the crack and step over it, one after the other. Jerry, I have stepped over the crack. George, I also stepped over it. Elaine, the crack has been successfully navigated. Kramer, we are past the crack now. They continue walking. Person walks toward them from the opposite direction. Jerry, a person is approaching. George, they're walking in the opposite direction. Elaine, we will pass each other soon. They pass the person without speaking. Kramer, we have passed the person. Jerry, we are still walking. George, yes, the walking is continuing. Jerry stops walking. Jerry, I have stopped walking. The others stop around him. George, we have all stopped walking. Elaine, now we are standing on the sidewalk. Kramer, we are standing outside. They look at each other. Jerry, should we keep walking? George, we could. Elaine, if we go back inside, we will probably sit down again. Kramer, it would be a return to sitting. Scene end. They are standing outside. Jerry, we are outside again. George, we have exited the building for a second time. Jerry begins to walk. Jerry, I am walking east. The others follow. Jerry, I am walking east. George, I am also walking east in the same direction. Elaine, we are maintaining a consistent pace. They approach a corner. The crosswalk signal is red. Jerry, we have encountered a red hand. We will stop walking. George, we are now standing at the intersection. Elaine, we are waiting for the white walking man. Jerry, the white man is illuminated. We will now cross the street. George, we are crossing the street. Elaine, the street is asphalt. It is a different texture than the sidewalk. Kramer, we are vulnerable while crossing. Jerry, we have successfully crossed the street. Elaine, we are continuing to walk. They walk another half a block in silence. Kramer, I am turning my head to the left. Jerry, why are you turning your head? I saw a bird. Exterior sidewalk day. Elaine, we are continuing to walk. We are still walking. Jerry, the wind is blowing. It's not a strong wind. Jerry, I am breathing. George, me too. Elaine, it is necessary for walking. Exterior sidewalk day. The four of them continue walking. Jerry, I am blinking. George, I am also blinking. Elaine, my eyes are open between blinks. Kramer, blinking is an involuntary action. They walk a few more steps. Jerry, I am moving my arms. Kramer, the left arm swings with the right foot. Car drives past. Jerry, a car went by. George, it was moving faster than us. Elaine, it is gone now. Kramer, we are still walking. They pass a tree. Jerry, there is a tree. George, it has leaves. Elaine, the leaves are green. They continue walking. Jerry clears his throat. Jerry, I cleared my throat. George, I heard it. Elaine, it was a brief sound. Kramer, now it is quiet again. Jerry, I am thinking. George, about what? Jerry, about walking. George, that is what we are doing. They walk under the streetlight. Jerry, we have passed the streetlight. George, there is a bench. Elaine, the bench is empty. Kramer, someone could sit on it. Jerry, we did not sit on the bench. George, we are still walking. Jerry, a dog is barking. George, I cannot see the dog. The barking stops. Jerry, the barking has stopped. George, it is quiet again. Elaine, we are still walking. They come to another corner. The walk signal is white. Jerry, the signal is white. We will cross. They cross the street. Kramer, we are on the other side. Jerry, I am turning around. Jerry turns around. The others turn with him. George, we are facing the way we came. Elaine, we will walk back now. Kramer, it is the same path in reverse. They begin walking back the way they came. Jerry, I am walking. George, I am also walking. Elaine, we are all walking. Kramer attempts to step over a parking meter base but doesn't lift his foot high enough. He bumps it lightly. Kramer, I have made contact with the parking meter base with my foot. They pass a man angrily trying to parallel park a very large car in a very small space. Jerry, that man is having difficulty parking. George, the space is inadequate for the vehicle. Elaine, he is experiencing frustration. They watch for another 10 seconds as the man jams the car forward, scraping the bumper of the car in front. They do not react. Elaine's heel gets caught in a sidewalk grate. She stops walking. Elaine, my shoe is stuck. She pulls her foot out, leaving the shoe wedged. Kramer bends over, yanks the shoe free, and hands it to Elaine. She puts it back on. Elaine, my shoe is back on my foot.